today's episode, Christoph asks, how do you currently clean your email list? Not just taking in emails, but how do you prevent garbage accounts or letting your list age out? It's a really good question. It's a very important question because the cleaner your email list is, the better your deliverability is. The better your deliverability is, the more likely it is that people will read your email because their email programs like Outlook or Gmail, and of course all the servers and infrastructure in the background, are less likely to flag it as spam or put it in the promotions folder or things like that. So a clean list is essential. As someone sending email, if your list is unclean, your service provider may even flag you as spam and terminate your account, depending on which provider you're with. There are some companies that are super aggressive, like one bad report and you're toast. I use Amazon SES, the Amazon Simple Email Service, and that has very forgiving amounts, but even still, you want to keep your bounce rates and your spam flag reports as low as possible. Bounces are when you send an email and it comes back. It bounces right off, and the provider says, nope, no email account by that name here. So there's three things you need to do with your email list in order to keep it as clean as possible. Well, four, really. Number one, on forms, as people fill out the forms, have that verification, that validation. So, confirm your email. That catches typos. And depending on how good your web coding team is, you may even want to do some validation for commonly misspelled domains. So GMIAL instead of gmail.com would be a type of very simple validation you could set up to at least catch the major obvious stuff. So that's part one. Part two is, again, this is something that might require some development resources. If you don't have them, you can have a human do it. It's just not the best use of time. And that is an immediate cleaning of your list using, again, very, very simple things. So you want a script or a program or a person to go through and fix obvious misspellings, Hotmail to Yahoo, Gmail, things like that, stuff that's easy to find and fairly obvious. The script should also knock out what are called role accounts, and these are generic inboxes which are much more likely to be junk. So you want to filter out info at whatever the domain is, like info at braintrustinsights.com, webmaster at, spam at, postmaster at, abuse at. Any of those kinds of emails, you want to just delete them entirely. Just take them out. They're gone. They're not going to be very helpful to you. Now, there are a few people, particularly small business owners, who use like an info at. So you might want to let that one slide. But certainly any of the other ones, like spam at, straight out. So that's the second thing you should be doing. Form validation, the misspellings, the easy corrections on the list. The third thing is that most email service providers, meaning the company you use to send the email, will store and optionally send you bounced email. So when the email comes back, it'll come back with an error saying mixelplick at braintrustinsights.com does not exist. And you'll want to have an inbox set up to collect all these bounces. And you're going to filter. You're basically going to want to extract. Again, there's software to do this. There are also people who you could hire, like an intern, to do that. But you want that to extract all those addresses where that comes back with a permanent error. There's two types of errors in email marketing. There's temporary, like your mailbox is full. And there's permanent, which is this user no longer exists, things like that. You want to extract all the permanent errors and the email addresses they're associated with, and unsubscribe those from your list as well. Straight out, upload into your email marketing program. Do not email this address. That will really help. And then the final step is there are paid vendors out there that will allow you that they have fairly good services. You upload your email list, the working part of it, and it will try to verify whether the address is working or not. Because, you know, for example, you could put in John Smith at braintrustinsights.com, and that looks reasonably legitimate. You don't actually know whether it works or not. And so these companies would through a variety of technical means, attempt to validate that that's a working email address. And so that's sort of the fourth layer. So those are the sequences, the steps. Good form validation, on desktop or on machine, easy removal of role accounts, easy correction of misspellings, processing of bounces, and then finally you want that you potentially want a list cleaning service. Don't go straight to the list cleaning service, because every time you use those, it costs you money. You do the other three steps first, so that you're spending as little as possible on the actual validation of the list, because you've gotten all the easy stuff knocked out. But that's how you do email list verification. And it is so important today to do that, because that's really the basis of your marketing database. It's the basis of things like retargeting lists and stuff, obviously within the boundaries provided by laws like GDPR. But you need that clean list, so make sure that you are cleansing it on a regular and frequent basis. I do my list cleaning about once a month. You would think for the newsletter you would need to do it all that often. You do once a month, if not sooner. As always, if you have questions, please send them to me or leave them in the comments. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the newsletter, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
If you want help with your company's data and analytics, visit braintrustinsights.com today and let us know how we can help you.